Methods of recovery tier list. Let's get straight into it. All right, starting us off here, we've got deep tissue massage work. Now, this is good on a lot of levels, mainly parasympathetically. What that means is it's going to flip that switch if you're chronically stressed or whatever and put you in a relaxed state where your body can focus on doing all the stuff it needs to get back to 100%. It's also great if you have nagging, tight, soft tissue. It's going to loosen that up and put you in better shape. B tier.
Meh.
Next up, hitting your protein intake goal. Recovery is literally protein synthesis. No substrate, no repair. This is the tier list equivalent of having a car with no gas. S tier. Next up, we've got peptides. Okay, I had to group all of these up into one, or else we would have a really long video, but this is showcasing Wolverine Protocol all the way to the GH secretagogues, all the way to NAD+, or GHKCU, or any of that stuff, okay? All of that stuff is going to be generally B tier, okay? Now, this is different if you're running Wolverine Protocol, which is TB500 and PPC 157, and you have a lagging shoulder injury or something like that, absolutely S tier. But for full body tissue recovery, it's going to land B tier. Next up, training management. The most underrated recovery tool is not destroying yourself unnecessarily. Staying near, but not past, your minimum effective volume over your maximum adaptive volume means your recovery demand never outpaces your capacity. Programming is recovery. S tier. Okay, next up we've got alcohol post-training. Okay, this is going to suppress muscle protein synthesis for hours, elevate cortisol, tank sleep quality, and impair your growth hormone release. Even a few drinks on a training night is a meaningful recovery hit. Plopping her down in the F tier. Red light therapy or photobiomodulation. This has a decent mechanistic case. 630 to 850 nanometer wavelengths stimulate cytochrome C oxidase in mitochondria, improving cellular energy production and reducing oxidative stress. Some RCTs show reduced DOMS and faster strength recovery. The effect size is small but consistent. The problem is device quality varies wildly and therapeutic dose is rarely hit with consumer panels. I'm going to throw this in the C tier because there's a much higher ROI on time and money spent doing other recovery methods on this list. Hydración, muy importante. Intracellular hydration status directly affects protein synthesis rates. Sodium drives water into cells. You can't be anabolic while dehydrated. S tier. Next, we've got Zone 2 cardio, or active recovery. Light movement flushes metabolites, drives blood flow to damaged tissue without adding mechanical load, and keeps the parasympathetic system engaged. A 20 to 30 minute walk the day after a heavy session consistently outperforms complete rest. And for that reason, A tier. Next, we've got foam rolling. This reduces perceived soreness, but has essentially no effect on actual recovery metrics, such as force output, muscle protein synthesis, or inflammation resolution. It feels good, and that's about it. C tier. Next up, we've got the chronic use of NSAIDs, such as ibuprofen, Aleve, aspirin, etc. Now, what this is going to do is directly inhibit COX-2, which is required for prostaglandin-mediated muscle protein synthesis. Chronic use measurably blunts hypertrophy. And the funny thing is, a lot of people take ibuprofen to get over muscle soreness after lifting, destroying the purpose of lifting in the first place. F2. Creatine monohydrate, the most slept-on supplement in existence. Everyone knows it builds strength, but here's what it actually does. Recycles ATP faster during your sets, reduces muscle damage markers post-training, speeds up glycogen replenishment between sessions, activates satellite cells for muscle repair, pulls water into your cells, which directly triggers anabolic signaling, and even fights CNS fatigue so your brain recovers faster too. 5 to 10 grams a day, monohydrate, pennies. There's no reason you're not on this. A tier. Next up, we've got stress management. Chronic cortisol directly suppresses testosterone and slows protein synthesis. This has a bigger effect size than most people want to admit. Breathwork, meditation, or even just finding some time to unwind has a way bigger effect than you think. A tier. Ah yes, the long-awaited sleep. The world's most powerful steroid that you don't even have to inject. Sleep is when your body either makes or releases all the important muscle building and performance hormones such as testosterone, growth hormone, or IGF-1. This is also when your body gets to work on repairing the damaged muscle tissue as well as just about everything else. Without sleep, nothing else matters. S tier. Next up, we've got cold plunging, given that it's on a rest day or within the optimal window, which is 4 hours plus post-training. Vasoconstriction triggers a vasodilatory rebound that flushes metabolic waste and drops systemic inflammation. This is the strongest parasympathetic shift you can trigger with a single tool. Sleep quality, mood, and next day readiness all measurably improve. And for that reason, she's plopping down in the A tier. Next up, we've got cold plunge within the suboptimal window, which is within 4 hours of lifting. This shuts down mTORC1 signaling and suppresses satellite cell activity. And these are the exact mechanisms driving muscle growth and repair. Multiple RCTs show measurably less hypertrophy in people doing this chronically. And the worst part, this is one of the most common things people think is elite. You feel like you're recovering, but you're just hindering your gains. F tier. Alright, now we've got sauna. This is one of my favorite things to do for recovery, and here's what's actually happening when you sit in there. Core temperature rises. Your body releases a surge of growth hormone to protect muscle tissue from heat-induced breakdown. We're talking 2 to 3 times baseline GH levels in some studies. Testosterone also spikes acutely post-session. Heat shock proteins get upregulated. These are cellular repair proteins that directly improve your muscle cells' ability to handle stress and recover from damage. On top of that, your cardiovascular system adapts to the heat load similarly to how it adapts to cardio. Blood volume increases, stroke volume improves, resting heart rate drops over time. And when you get out, your nervous system swings hard into parasympathetic mode. That rebound is where the recovery magic happens. Cortisol drops, sleep quality improves, and your body shifts into full repair mode. 3 to 4 sessions a week is where the research shows consistent benefit. This isn't a wellness trend. The mechanistic case for sauna as a recovery and hormonal tool is as strong as almost anything else on this list. Tossing it in the A tier. Next up, we've got cold plunge straight into the sauna, given that it's 4 hours post-lifting. These effects are synergistic with each other. This is contrast therapy done correctly. Alternating vasoconstriction and vasodilation acts like a pump for your lymphatic system. Metabolic waste out, fresh blood in, systemic inflammation crushed. The parasympathetic rebound after this sequence is stronger than either tool alone. Sleep that night will hit different. S tier. Epsom salt baths. Now, a lot of people like these because they think they're absorbing the magnesium in the Epsom salt through their skin, but that theory does not hold up. Transdermal magnesium absorption is negligible. You're getting the parasympathetic hot water benefit, and that's about it. C tier. Next, we've got percussion therapy, also known as massage guns. Same story as foam rolling. Subjective soreness relief, minimal objective recovery benefit. Useful as a warm-up tool, not a recovery tool. C tier. Next up, we've got eating a sufficient amount of calories within your diet. Being in a significant deficit tanks recovery speed dramatically. Energy availability governs everything downstream. Hormones, inflammation resolution, and tissue repair. S tier. And last but not least, we've got stretching. Static stretching post-training yields modest range of motion improvements over time, mild parasympathetic effects, and reduces perceived tightness. The evidence for it actually accelerating recovery or reducing soreness is weak. Real but limited benefit. C tier. Just be sure not to static stretch before you lift because it's consistently shown to reduce force output and power when done immediately before lifting.